Okay, back again for day 16 of the 100 horror movies in 31 days. This got me to close to 80 films in 16 days. Yes, Sunday, so I didn't get a lot in given the football, but I did get 3 films in. Not a good day. I'll just tell you right off the get-go. The first film was The Fury of the Wolfman. It's a Paul Naschy film on a crappy DVD. This needs a good release. This is an alpha. This is the 4th of the Paul Naschy werewolf films, where he plays Vladimir Daninsky, the cursed count, or whatever you want to call it, but he's the basically werewolf curse. This one is a convoluted story. And the director, apparently, this film, I think, was released in 1970 or made in 1970 and had a hard time getting released. It's just a convoluted mess. It's probably its worst werewolf film. It used a lot of stock footage. I think the Paul Naschy in his memoirs said that the director was drunk a lot, unable to perform and direct, and he just was inept, and the film kind of reflects that. This is one where you've got a female scientist that is attempting to control him, and it's just very difficult to explain, but there is a good scene, which I think is a stock footage scene, where he runs amok in a village and tears up this guy's house and kills the father and the mother. It's throws them into the fire. But there's one decent werewolf footage in this, but I think they just ripped that from another film. I would say this is a 4 out of 10, 3 out of 10. It might be better if you had a decent uncut release of this. I don't know. It was not good. And I like Paul Naschy. Then things kind of took another turn for the worse, if that's possible, with Howling 2, or Your Sister is a Werewolf. This is the Scream Factory release. What do I got? I mean, I don't know where to begin other than I guess it's supposed to be a comedy, a dark comedy, but it's really inept. I just didn't think it was very good. And I think the Howling series in general is probably the worst franchise in horror movies. I mean, it's going to get worse here shortly with some of the other 8 films that they made. I like the first Howling. I think a lot of people do, but this follow-up, I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, it's cheesy and it can be fun at times, but it's a mess. You do have Sybil Danning, and this is probably her worst role, or second to worst, I'm not sure which, but you do get to see her boobs a lot. In the end credits, I think they ran her stripping her top off, well, at least 10 times. I didn't do a count, but they just looped it over and over and over, and that may be the best part of the film, is the end credits, watching her top get ripped off in an endless loop. Christopher Lee is in this, looking some embarrassed and just annoyed. I think he varies between embarrassed and annoyed in being in this film. There's a commentary track on here and some interviews. I got to check this out, the other parts of this, just because I want to see what these guys were thinking. There's the inside artwork. And then here's the alternate cover. Yeah, not my cup of tea. I mean, I like Sybil Danning, but I don't know how much her boobs can carry a movie, you know. Reb Brown is in this, and he does elevate the film a little bit with his antics and shooting and trying to shoot everybody and shoot the werewolf. I mean, he kind of a crazy gunman type deal, but I just, not my cup of tea. Then it got really bad. I went ahead and opened up this box, this tin. This is a tin of the Howling trilogy. For some reason, it doesn't have. So it has Halloween 3, and then it skips to 5 and 6. I don't know why. I'm not sure that it. Quite honestly, I'm not sure that matters, because after I watched 3, this was horrible. Just a piece of shit. It was a direct-to-video Australian film made in Australia, Sydney, Australia. I guess they were trying to be funny, but I don't see the humor in it. It's the horrible acting, horrible special effects, and it just went on and on and on, way too long. It was like 95, 98 minutes, and you just were the relief of having this come to an end. I can't explain. I can't express to you how happy I was when this was over. It just, the special effects and the storyline, basically, they're called the marsupials, which are human werewolf hybrids that are trying to, I guess, trying to find a way to coexist within humanity. And then you've got people trying to cure them and kill them at the same time. It's terrible. I'd say it's a 2 out of 10. I've got this one in a 10, which I guess for the sake of completeness, I'll probably watch it, but I'm dreading it now. This is 5 and 6. You know something's horribly amiss when you look at the back cover and it doesn't have the name of the director or any of the actors. It's just a little short synopsis of the film. So that's day 16, and hopefully things will get better tomorrow. I appreciate you watching. Thanks.